In this video, I'm going to go over how to get $1,050 a week if you're unemployed in California. Coming right up. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Sean, and if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. On this channel, we go over real estate investing, tips, strategies, and current events to help you learn more about the business and to help you become a real estate investing boss. And today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about the new stimulus package and the CARE Act to help you overcome this current crisis. We've been in a crazy shelter-in-place situation for over 3 weeks now. Many businesses have shut down. People are getting laid off, furloughed, or just not getting paid. And during this time of crisis, the government has done a really great thing. One was to create a stimulus package where everyone who made under $75,000 got a $1,200 stimulus check. No requirements, here you go, here's $1,200. And that fades away as you made more money. So most people here in the Bay Area do make over 6 figures, so most of them actually didn't get the $1,200 because it fades off at $99,000. But what if you got furloughed, or what if you got laid off? Some people had high incomes in the past, but because of this current situation, they have been unemployed. Yelp just laid off and furloughed about 1,000 of their employees, and they're a huge tech company. And just because the business isn't doing as well, it doesn't mean their employees don't still have their own bills to pay. Like, the employees still have to pay for their own mortgages, their normal bills, and of course they have to pay for food. So during this time, the government has actually created the CARE Act. So the CARE Act does something even more interesting, which is they added $600 a week to typical unemployment insurance. So to apply for unemployment insurance, you can go to their website. In California, just edd.ca.gov. And typically, unemployment is only $450 a week. So, that really isn't that much. But the CARE Act actually adds $600 a week if you happen to be getting unemployment benefits from late March to late July, which is pretty insane. That's like over doubling the amount that you would normally get if you were just unemployed. And so it makes sense. Like, if you are unemployed during this time, it is so worth it to apply for unemployment, because instead of getting $450 a week, like it is typically for California, you're not gonna get $1,050 a week. And that can greatly help you out, especially during this time of crisis. And to be clear, you don't need to be affected by COVID-19 for this to occur. You just need to be receiving unemployment benefits. Now, you can also waive the tax withholding for these benefits. Of course, you have to pay them back later on, but that can really help you out during this time when you need the cash flow. And from what I've read, even business owners, self-employed people, or independent contractors who don't have a lot of business are eligible for this program. But I would suggest you definitely look into it to see if you qualify, because typically you need to be employed as like a W-2 salaried person and then be laid off or furloughed in order to qualify for unemployment benefits. I think if you just quit your job, then you don't actually qualify. So again, double check and ask the right questions. So one of the interesting requirements here is that you have to be unemployed on or after February 2nd of this year, or if you lost your job through December 31st of this year, to receive up to 39 weeks of state unemployment insurance. And you have to be actively looking for work every single week. So every single week you have to verify, yes, I was actively looking for work. Yes, I applied to some jobs. Here are the links that I applied to. Here are the people that I emailed or mailed or contacted. You have to list every single thing that you're doing to show that you are actually looking for work during this time. Now, the application process is actually pretty simple. I did it. It took me about 12 minutes. Where you have to go in there and fill out all of your information. Obviously, your first name, last name, address, phone numbers, social security, all that good stuff. It'll show you your company that you last worked for. You click it and you say how much were you making at that job, how much were you making per quarter, when was your last date of getting paid. So then that's when they start the benefits. You should do it as soon as possible, because if you got laid off way back in January and you're applying now, you might only get the payments for like the last 2 weeks or so. You won't get the payments from all the way back in January. And then the extra $600 is effective as of when you last got paid. So if you just got laid off like today, then you're not going to get the $600 from the past 2 weeks. The first round of these $600 payments are just starting anyways, so just go on the website today as soon as possible, fill it out, and then in like a week or two, you can verify that you are still unemployed, that you have been looking for work, and then you get your check later in the week. So in conclusion, I think this program is very good, especially for people who are struggling financially right now during the COVID-19 crisis. As you can see, unemployment has spiked through the roof, and it makes sense. When businesses shut down, they can't afford to keep on their payroll employees, so they just let them go. And hopefully when businesses come back again in a month or two, then they'll be able to bring back all their old employees and start paying them again. In the meantime, this EDD/CARE Act helps us stay on our feet. So yes, we're not going to make as much money as we did with our full-time jobs, but at least we're getting $1,000 a week now that we can use for our monthly payments to keep us afloat for the next 2 or 3 months. And by no means is this like a permanent situation, and you shouldn't be using this to get just like extra cash to invest or play the lottery or something. This is money for you to sustain yourself and to survive. If you don't need it, I would say don't take it. This is not something to be abused. This is something that people who are generally struggling should take in order to pay off all their expenses. And in fact, hundreds of EDD workers are actually working this weekend, which is Easter weekend, in order to make those first $600 a week payments for everybody. It takes a lot of processing power to bring in a new payment system. So thank you very much for putting in the extra time to help us all out. So definitely go check out the website, see if you qualify, and fill in your application. It definitely doesn't take a lot of time and it's super worth it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this one. I hope to do more videos about real estate investing, but I realized during this time of crisis, we need to focus on saving what we have versus trying to pursue more and getting more wealth. But in the meantime, what we can do is educate ourselves during this time. So that's why I'm continuing to interview a lot of professional real estate investors to get their opinions on what is a good strategy and what's not. So definitely hit that bell notification to see more videos as they come up. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.